Today on Her Story, we're gonna talk about none other than my girl, repping La Isla del Encanto, all the way from Lares, Puerto Rico, the baddie with a gaddy. My girl, Lolita Lebron. Pacatum pum ping. Now this Puerto Rican activist, born November 19th, 1919. Okay, Lolita with the angel numbers, espérate. If a product of her environment was a person, Lolita was it. Bro, she was from Lares. Lares. Grito de Lares? Yes, I'm trying to tell you. The revolt gang was strong against the Spanish in 1868. They even had a flag for their revolt, which is considered the original dandada of the Puerto Rican flags. Now, some of y'all are saying it looks a little dembow, and you're right, because it was inspired by the Dominican flag with the colors and the cross. So shout out to all my tigres that were front line trying to help with Puerto Rican's independence against Spain. I mean, that's gang. So gang that it became illegal to hold the flag. Because of those revolts, United States was able to crash our parranda in 1898 and make it illegal to wave the flag. And they called it the gag law. And that law can gag on this dick. So if you wonder why we're out here unapologetically boricua with the bandera, now you know why. Even Lolita's bae, fellow freedom fighter and poet, because you know we're a sucker for some bars, Francisco Matos Paoli got locked up for having the flag. And that's foul play for me. Both were part of the Liberal Party in Puerto Rico, bien cute, and actually met at a cousin's baptism. Now, even though she was part of the Liberal Party, she never really got into politics until March 21st, 1937, when the Ponce Massacre happened, where 17 unarmed civilians were killed and 200 civilians were wounded, which was ordered by this hating ass dude named Governor Winship. More like losership. That motivated Lolita to bring her talents to the US, and in 1941, Lolita said, espérate, me voy pa Nueva York. You know the part, you know it. I love that song! Where she linked with the Puerto Rican Nationalist Party, moved up in the ranks where she became La Bichota in the movement of Puerto Rican independence. Okay, boss lady. And in 1950, the PRNP decided to pull up the Jayuya, Puerto Rico and have their first protest, led by Pedro Albizu Campos. 1954, Pedro Albizu Campos said, Lolita, go ahead. Show them the Puerto Rican power. Lolita said, bro, I got you. I know exactly how to get their attention at the House of Representatives. She pulled up to the House of Representatives with the bandera, yelling, que viva Puerto Rico libre, and let off 5 shots. She is a Scorpio, which means they're loyal, caring, and extremely intense. Besides, her name is LeBron. Of course she's gonna be a top shooter. No lives were lost that day, and when asked after her arrest why she did it, she said, I didn't come here to kill people. I came for the freedom of my country. All while holding a purse. And inside of that purse, she had lipstick, which every activist needs a perfect shade of red. Alka-Seltzer, Puerto Ricans eat late. And a note that read, before God and the world, my blood claims for the independence of Puerto Rico. I give my life for the freedom of my country. This is a cry for victory and our struggle for independence. The United States are betraying the sacred principles of mankind in their continuous subjugating of our country. I take responsibility for everything. Now, would you look at that? And they say women don't take accountability. Ha! Joke's on you. 25 years later, in 1979, Lolita said, pardon me? And Jimmy Carter said, yeah, okay, and granted her clemency. Lolita returned back to Puerto Rico with a warm welcome and the people's open arms, like abuela's hugs. And she kept singing, all my Ricans want independence, throw my hands up at you. Later, her protest included the removal of the United States Navy in Vieques. She was like, te me sale de aquí. Lolita Lebron was a lady of action, devotion, attentiveness, and an unwavering passion for her country, Puerto Rico. And this is her story. Peace.
If I see another hater, usually it's on the way up. If you think that you could break her, I appreciate the layup. Feel like Neo trying to save them. They keep turning into agents, praising jump offs. MyVerse leaping off the pages.